High above the plains of southern Africa, cradled by towering mountains and rushing rivers, lies a kingdom unlike any other. A place where the land reaches for the skies and where the ancient ways of life still guide the footsteps of its people. It's a hidden gem, surrounded entirely by another nation, yet entirely its own. This is Lesotho, the kingdom in the sky. And here's a little-known secret about Lesotho. Despite its small size and rugged terrain, this mountain kingdom is home to one of the most unexpected modern marvels of Africa. Stay with me until the end to find out how a tiny nation is powering millions beyond its borders through one of the continent's greatest engineering feats. Welcome to the Nations of the World series, where we take you on a journey to discover the culture, history, and beauty of every nation on Earth. From its natural landscapes to the stories of its people, we'll uncover the soul of each country. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Now, let's dive into Lesotho. Nestled entirely within the borders of South Africa, Lesotho is a landlocked, mountainous kingdom uniquely situated at the heart of southern Africa. Lesotho is unique in so many ways. For starters, it is the only country in the world where every inch of land sits over 1,000 meters above sea level. It's a small nation, about the size of Belgium, but its towering mountains, deep valleys, and cascading rivers make it seem like a world of its own. Lesotho covers about 30,355 square kilometers, or 11,720 square miles, with a population of roughly 2 million people. While many know it as the Mountain Kingdom, very few realize just how dramatic its landscapes are. The towering Malatai and Drakensberg mountain ranges define its terrain, with the highest peaks rising to over 3,400 meters. Rivers like the Senke or Orange River flow from the Highlands, providing water and energy for the region. And then there's the breathtaking Maletsunyane Falls, a symbol of the power and beauty of this country. Have you ever seen a place where every corner offers a stunning view of nature at its rawest? The capital city, Maseru, is the heartbeat of Lesotho. Located on the western border, it serves as the political and economic hub of the nation. Key landmarks include the Maseru Bridge, which connects Lesotho to South Africa, the Lesotho Parliament Building, and the bustling Kingsway Road. Maseru is a blend of modernity and tradition, where vibrant markets and urban landscapes coexist, reflecting the dynamic spirit of Lesotho. In the rich tapestry of Lesotho's folklore, one legend stands out, the story of the Crocodile clan. Long ago, a people led by a great chief settled along the Senke River, believing they were descendants of a powerful crocodile spirit. This sacred connection to the crocodile gave them strength and courage in times of danger. The Crocodile clan believed that the spirit of the crocodile would rise from the river to protect them in battle. Wearing crocodile skins and invoking their spiritual protector, they became legendary for their bravery. Their bond with the land and nature made them one of the most respected clans in the region. This captivating tale of spiritual strength is just one among many in Lesotho's rich history. And don't forget, later in the video, after we explore the history of this nation, more fascinating stories like this will unfold, so stay tuned. Lesotho's history stretches back long before the arrival of the Basotho people. The region was originally inhabited by San hunter-gatherers, whose legacy can still be found in the form of ancient rock art scattered across the Highlands. These paintings, depicting animals and hunting scenes, provide a glimpse into the lives of the San people who thrived in these rugged lands for thousands of years. The San lived in harmony with the environment, relying on hunting, foraging, and their deep knowledge of nature to survive. However, their time in the region was slowly eclipsed by the arrival of Bantu-speaking peoples, including the Basotho, who migrated southward in waves from Central Africa around the 16th century. By the early 19th century, the Basotho people had established themselves in what is now Lesotho, occupying the fertile valleys and towering mountains that gave them both sustenance and protection. But it wasn't until the rise of one remarkable leader that the Basotho nation would take shape. Moshoeshoe I, born in 1786, was the founding father of Lesotho, as the Difakan, or the crushing, spread chaos throughout southern Africa due to Zulu expansion under Shaka Zulu. Many tribes were displaced. Moshoeshoe, then a young and ambitious leader, rose to the challenge, uniting the scattered clans of the Basotho people into a centralized kingdom. His leadership during this turbulent time was nothing short of visionary. In 1824, Moshoeshoe established his capital at Thaba, Bosiu, meaning mountain at night, a fortress perched on a flat-topped mountain that provided natural defense against invaders. Did you know that Moshoeshoe chose Thaba Bosiu as his capital because of its natural defense? Legend says the mountain would grow taller at night, making it impossible for enemies to attack. With its sheer cliffs and strategic position, it became a symbol of Moshoeshoe's leadership and resilience. From this stronghold, Moshoeshoe successfully united the Basotho people, offering them security and protection. Moshoeshoe's brilliance didn't stop at military strategy. He was a master diplomat, building alliances even with European missionaries and traders, forging a crucial relationship with the British. His ability to combine military tactics with diplomacy was key to his success. If you were in Moshoeshoe's place, would you rely on diplomacy or battle to protect your people? This is the very question he faced as external pressures grew. As European settlers, specifically the Boers, moved inland from the Cape Colony, they began to encroach on Basotho lands. This led to a series of conflicts, with the Boers seeking control over fertile lands. However, Moshoeshoe knew that military force alone could not secure his people's future. In a strategic move, he appealed to the British for protection, recognizing that aligning with them could preserve Basotho's sovereignty. In 1868, his plea was answered, and Basotho land, modern-day Lesotho, was declared a British protectorate. This decision was a masterstroke that safeguarded his nation from being absorbed into Boer territories, or later into South Africa. Even though British rule introduced new challenges, Moshoeshoe's foresight ensured that the Basotho people maintained control over their lands and culture. Sadly, Moshoeshoe passed away in 1870, but his legacy lived on. His diplomatic brilliance and ability to lead through both war and negotiation cemented his status as one of the greatest African leaders of the 19th century. His descendants continued to rule Lesotho under British protection, navigating the challenges of colonialism while preserving their cultural identity. Lesotho's path to independence was a long one. Though under British control, the Basotho maintained a significant degree of self-governance, and in 1966, nearly a century after Moshoeshoe's appeal to the British, the Kingdom of Lesotho achieved full independence. On October 4, 1966, Lesotho became a constitutional monarchy, with King Moshoeshoe II as the head of state, continuing the royal lineage. Since independence, Lesotho has faced numerous challenges, from political instability to economic dependence on South Africa. Yet, it has also made important strides in areas like education, healthcare, and democratic governance. Throughout these years, Lesotho has maintained its proud heritage, with the Basotho culture deeply ingrained in its national identity. Today, King Letsie III, the current monarch and direct descendant of Moshoeshoe I, continues to lead the nation, keeping the spirit of his forefather alive. Under his reign, Lesotho remains a constitutional monarchy, one of the few in Africa, with a rich history of resilience and determination. And here's something truly amazing. Moshoeshoe's legacy isn't just remembered in Lesotho, but worldwide. Did you know that Thaba Bosiu, that legendary mountain fortress, is now a proposed UNESCO World Heritage Site? If it receives the designation, it will forever symbolize the strength, diplomacy, and vision of Lesotho's founding father. Stick with me until the end, because there's an incredible reveal coming up, one that shows how this small mountain kingdom holds a powerful influence over its much larger neighbor. Lesotho's culture is steeped in tradition, and the people take great pride in their heritage. The Basotho people are known for their vibrant patterned blankets, which serve both as protection from the cold and as a symbol of their identity. These blankets, often worn over the shoulder, are a staple of Basotho life, even today. The Basotho hat, called the mokorotlo, is another important symbol. Its shape, resembling the pointed peaks of the surrounding mountains, is featured on the country's flag. The official languages of Lesotho are Sesotho and English. Nearly everyone speaks Sesotho, which is the native tongue of the Basotho people. English is primarily used in education and official settings, But Bosiu too remains central to everyday life, especially in rural areas. Religion plays a significant role in the daily lives of the Basotho people. About 80% of the population is Christian, with Roman Catholicism being the most widely practiced denomination. However, many Basotho also incorporate traditional spiritual beliefs, particularly in rural areas. They believe in the presence of ancestral spirits who are revered and honored in various ways, and there is a strong respect for nature and the elements which are believed to be connected to their ancestors. What role does language and religion play in shaping the culture of your country? Lesotho's mountains don't just dominate the landscape, they're deeply woven into the nation's folklore. One famous tale speaks of the Rain Queen, a figure believed to control the rains and the harvest. She is said to have the power to bless the land or bring drought, depending on how she is honored. There's also the story of the crocodile, a sacred animal in Lesotho, which is believed to protect the people from harm. Crocodile symbols are found throughout the country as a reminder of the mystical connection between nature and the Basotho people. What legends or myths from your culture hold special meaning to you? While Lesotho's mountains offer incredible beauty, they also present challenges. The country's economy relies heavily on agriculture, but the rocky terrain and limited arable land make farming difficult. Most Basotho are subsistence farmers, growing crops like maize and sorghum. Lesotho also has a significant labor force working in South Africa, particularly in the mining industry. And now the moment you've been waiting for. Despite being a small, landlocked country surrounded by mountains, Lesotho holds a surprising power over its much larger neighbor, South Africa. Through an incredible feat of engineering, Lesotho controls one of the most vital resources in southern Africa, water. The Lesotho Highlands water project channels millions of liters of water from Lesotho's rivers to fuel the economic heart of South Africa, making this tiny kingdom an indispensable player in the region. Yet, poverty remains an issue and the country faces economic challenges, particularly when it comes to infrastructure development. Lesotho's flag tells the story of the nation. Blue represents the sky and rain, white symbolizes peace, and green reflects prosperity. In the center of the flag is the black mokorotlo, the traditional Basotho hat, symbolizing unity and pride. The national animal of Lesotho is the black rhinoceros, a rare and endangered species that symbolizes the country's deep connection to the natural world. The black rhinoceros has become a powerful emblem of conservation, representing the delicate balance between nature and the survival of the nation's wildlife. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the beautiful kingdom of Lesotho. If you've enjoyed this journey, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Let me know in the comments which country you'd like to explore next. Just like this video on Lesotho, you'll find other captivating stories from African nations in our playlist dedicated to the countries of the continent. Be sure to explore those as well and stay tuned for more incredible stories from nations of the world. Until then, let's continue discovering the world one nation at a time.